In the year 2084, the Robotrons have conquered our planet. And in this sequel, you are trying to find new paradise that the Robotrons cannot destroy. This is the second first-person shooter, and the first one is Subrock 3D. On your mission to find new paradise, you must face cat vampires, UFOs, robots, and space vampires. Yes. All this and more
in the Starcade challenge, and today's lineup is no exception. First, Blaster, and survival is everything in this game.
1983, Vid Kids, and licensed to Williams Electronics. Also, this is one of the last games that Vid Kids has ever done. Plus, this is not the sequel to Robotron 2084. The successful sequel is Smash TV, but that came in 1990 because both Robotron and Smash TV came with two joysticks, one to move and one to fire. And that's all for those games. Hubert from D. Gottlieb Corporation, their first smash hit from a pinball company in 1982.
Hubert, a happy hopping creature.
Yep.
Astron Belt. This game is truly awesome. Next is Super Astro Fighter, where the aliens galore and
more. This was created by Data East, and the sequel is this. But this is the sequel to the original Astro Fighter, which came out in 1979 and licensed to Gremlin Sega. Yes. And also both cabinets were seen in the US. Too bad I never saw them.
And finally,
Stargate. This is the first game from Vid Kids and licensed to Williams Electronics. Also, this is known as Defender 2. And too bad Defender was shown in the pilot of Starcade.
It's like a space show today, starting with a monstrous mission in a strange new world. It's on to Solar Fox, putting you in a spacey maze. Star Trek, on a mission to seek out new life. Then Sinistar, an evil lives in hunger.
Sorry to interrupt, but this one is created by Williams Electronics in 1982. And if you remember, this is one of the most toughest arcade games ever to be created. I sure had a blast playing it. Next.
Finally, it's
And something else I got to mention about Galaxian is that there was a ripoff of this called King and Balloon, licensed to Game Plan in 1980. Well, the game was made in 1980, but too bad Galaxian came out before that happened.
keeping those animals under control. Next.
Created by Taito America in 1982. The most, and I do mean the most fun, exciting, thrilling arcade game that ever has to do with the zoo until you get to the lion. And good luck. Okay. Next. Come on. There we go. Togo Electronics 1982. Calypso. You move, you cannot swim. You shoot, you cannot swim. To pick up a treasure, and you cannot shoot at all. While you grab the treasure, these crabs will come after you. Don't do anything at all, and you're fish food.
So, going fishing underwater. In the middle is Sinistar. He's mean and hungry. Then change lanes. A race for King of the World. And Dig Dug. Down under and digging. Jeff? Okay, I have some good games. The entire universe awaits the Bronsons and the Birkmarks on today's Starcade. First, it's Crystal Castles. Running for the gems. Next.
Crystal Castles is the most beautiful arcade game I ever saw. Oh, with crystals, witches, and all that stuff. Truly one of the more gorgeous looking games in 1983. This is Mazer Blazer, and this was created by Stern in 1983. And I can't think of something for this one. Oh wow.
Mazer Blazer, out for the aliens. Then Astron Belt, spacing out on another planet. Juno first, far out and blasted. And Mach 3, warming up to run fast and hard. Back.
This is another Deco cassette system game involving a nice day of soccer. And this is a unique game. Unfortunately, you have to be all 11 players. But so I'm sorry, I'm taking a long time, but I can't think right now. Let's see the marquee.
First, we have Pro Soccer, sweat socks and tennies in high gear.
1983. Data East. And you know who's next.
It's Pac-Man, the munching man himself, in the middle.
And from Valley Midway comes the most greatest spy game ever. And I ain't kidding. This game is fantastic. And you can go in the water too. It's very much like Motor Race USA, but it's not unfair. What I mean by that game is unfair is that when you crash, you lose a chunk of your fuel supply. But never mind that. This is
Motor Race USA, low ride, bike and ride, and
Spy Hunter 1983 Valley Midway. I forgot that they had Motor Race in this show.
and Spy Hunter, spies after spies on the road, and
Elevator action from Taito, Japan.
Western, a game of cowboys and Indians. On to Wacko, a zany world on tilt.
Because Wacko is on tilt means that the cabinet is sideways. No, the cabinet is tilted. Excuse me. Sorry for that. Pengo from Sega Electronics, and I had a plush penguin named Pengo, but he's in good hands now.
Pengo, a saunter through an ice-blocked field.
Zookeeper next.
Run to keep the animals caged. And finally,
Burger Time, created by Data East and licensed to Valley Midway in 1982. Yes. And I bet McDonald's had this game.
it's Major Havoc, a clone on a
Next.
quest. Next, it's elevator action, ups and downs, and Jeff's favorite.
Yep. Next.
And it's Stargate, blasting your way out of a lot of trouble.
Joust from Williams Electronics in 1982. Yep.
Joust, flapping and flying, sire. And rock and rope, swinging and running for the bird. Jeff? Popeye, the man himself fighting for his sweetie. Next is Bump and Jump, a bumpy, jumpy car race.
1982 Nintendo and 1982 Data East. 1982 Namco and 1982 Valley Midway. My well is dry.
Super Pac-Man, the great one turned super size. Donkey Kong Jr., the sun strikes out to free Papa, and Tasmania, a devilishly clever little game.
Now, the audio is out for this one, and I think my well is full of water, and by that I mean this is another game from Sega. This is one of the games I want to find involving deep space, the trenches like in Star Wars, cosmic city, alien terrain, and of course oncoming aliens and missiles hurtling towards your ship. And that's the kind of action I've been looking for in an arcade game. Not really. Buck Rogers' Planet of Zoom, 1982, Sega Electronics. And this game was going to be called Deadly Zoom, but the Japanese title is Zoom 909. Yeah. Next, Time Pilot. Next, ZBS. Namco 1982, Atari 1983. I just love the artwork that Atari did for this game. The Silverlo, the aliens, the bacula resistor shields, everything. And that includes the Grabda tanks. Bagman from Veladon Automation and licensed to Stern Electronics. Gyrus. And in this game, you must make it to Uranus, Neptune, Jupiter, Mars, and Saturn to reach Earth. And in your way are the deadliest, cruelest, most annoying aliens ever to be created in arcade game history. I can't think of aliens much worse than Gyrus. It's either Xevious or Juno first.